Here he is, John Leguizamo.
There I am. How you doing, man? Good to see you. What's up?
You're well?
I'm all right. Hanging in there.
Yeah, we could talk specifically about, we have two movies that were in the festival, right?
Yeah, I got lucky this year.
Yeah, totally.
2 for 2.
Babysitters and The Take, but both very complicated characters to play.
Two very crazily opposite, it's like a bipolar experience.
Last night I went and saw The Babysitters, and I remember I was watching it and I thought, okay, so there's the teenage babysitter. Oh, he's having sex with her in the truck.
Oh, of course.
Very, yeah, okay, but there was... Here's what...
Typical midlife crisis kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Right, everybody, or am I
just you, John.
Did I just speak too much? Did I reveal too much?
Just you. No, you like doing films like this on this scale, don't you? Like,
yeah,
not
independent film where you can really let characters develop and tell their story. I mean, it's just being honest to the story as opposed to just, a ride. Mm-hmm. Let's just forget it, disposable kind of filmmaking.
Do you relate in some way to all of your characters? And I wondered where you found the common ground in the Babysitter.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're all human. Come on, we're all human.
Yeah. And
what I liked about the movie wasn't, all the great frivolous, illegal sex, acting, but the consequences, that there were actual real consequences, and it wasn't just being silly movie stuff of being arrested and all that stuff. I liked that there was real damaging consequences to everybody's lives, and I love that about the movie, because I don't feel like movies of this type are usually... Yeah, frivolous, they just end, everybody has a great time, there's no real consequences, nothing really bad happens, and everybody's fine.
It's interesting, because your career almost doesn't make sense in terms of how everything works.
That's what I told you off camera.
That's what's true, though, right? Like, in all your choices, but in a way, there's that thread. You like...
I like what I like. That's what I do. I do what I like. I try to be passionate about what I'm doing, otherwise I try not to do it.
Yeah, but you like that kind of stuff. You like to be connected. You've been very honest about your family and your childhood and its impact on you.
Too honest.
Has it been too honest?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. A lot of my family doesn't talk to me.
Come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that like for you?
What are you getting? What are you, personal?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not ready for this thing.
Yes, we're ready for this.
This is a nice, light, fun family show.
Somebody told you the wrong stuff. No, I'm
Somebody told you the wrong stuff. But don't make me walk.
Come on, that'd be great television, wouldn't it? But no, I'm curious if your decisions in the past, in that sense, by being very open and honest, has it affected
I didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't on purpose. It was just I was writing stuff that I felt I needed to write for myself, and it ended up being a good show, and I ended up performing it, and then, it became this thing. But I just wrote what I wanted and needed to write.
I wonder if where you were born, and I mean, you came to the States when you were young, but it probably took a while for you to feel like you settled, if that gives you a different perspective on what's going on right now in America.
Oh, yeah, you always feel like a little bit like an outsider, because I wasn't born there. I was born in Latin America, but not in America. And yeah, you always feel a little different. You feel you got a bird's eye view of the situation, just because you're an outsider in a way, even though you're still part of it. Different
kind of pressure on you, because you're visible, but you're successful. You do really well, and you still see most television in the world. It's some pretty straightforward white bread stuff. When Lopez got canceled, he said America's TV just got whiter. It's still a big issue.
Yeah. No, I mean, considering that we're almost 15% of the population, we're underrepresented in film and TV, politics, you name it, except for baseball.
You actually played a lot with this. Was Spicorama, is that what you did?
To what?
You did a project that you played with stereotypes and racial stereotypes and dealt with, with ethnicity in America.
Yeah. Well, it was about a story about my upbringing, and we were like the second Latin family on the block, so we were pioneers, and as a pioneer, you have to deal with a lot of hard knocks.
How'd that affect you? Like, make you the man that you are now?
It prepares me for. That's why I'm paranoid. That's why I did the tape. I feel like I'm going to get beat up, and everything's going to be taken away from me. Now you understand.
Right, but when you reach a point where you're doing okay...
Right, and then you go, but...
No, but...
You can't go, yeah, and then but...
Well, sure you can. You can say yes to a certain point. However,
what does that double piercing mean?
What, on my ears?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing? I thought everything had a meaning.
Not everything has a meaning. Not at all.
Right.
But now that you've achieved a certain kind of success, are you working it out?
Does your mother like them?
No. She's used to them now.
Are you still rebelling? How old are you?
I'm old, man. I'm 35 years old. I rebel in different ways, my friend. Not really. No, come on. Really? Do you want to touch them? They're real.
No, I believe them.
Okay.
Real metal.
They are real metal. You are more successful now than those days. So.
You?
No, you
I
are.
thought you were competing.
No.
Don't be competitive. Don't compare.
John,
be happy with yourself.
You're fine.
You're doing great.
You're fine, baby. I'm good. I ain't worried. I'm talking about you versus the older version of you. That, you know, you said the paranoid in your upbringing, but now that you've clearly built a kind of career where you get jobs and you're okay. Has it settled a bit as you've gotten older?
It transforms itself into other paranoia. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, I deal with it. I talk to my therapist on the phone. I can't look at him in the eye, but
A couple times a week or once a month?
No,
or?
I can't afford it. He's too expensive.
Seriously?
Bastard. It should be socialized medicine and psychiatry, especially for actors.
Yeah, it seems like the kind of...
Yeah, I can't, you know, discount it.
I heard a story, and I don't know if this is true.
I'm on
which is what
cold medication. I don't know. It's flipping me out. It's not Oxycontin. Just...
It's like Dayquil or something,
Yeah.
right? I think I
Put a
should
straw for me.
I should have taken some too, I think.
Yeah, we would have been on the same level.
We would have both been leaned back. Did I hear a story that you were sort of joking with your friends, finding ways to screw up your kids so they didn't have it too easy?
I wasn't joking.
You were serious?
Yeah.
Okay, then explain.
I wanted to emotionally cripple them so they'll be with me forever. I love my kids. I want to be with them all my life, so they stay there, live with us, never leave. Feed them when they're 40. A little mushier.
But I guess part of it is, I mean, you don't want your kids to not appreciate a lot of the elements of life, and the fact that you can provide them a lot of things doesn't mean that they should necessarily have them.
Yeah, I want it to be, you know, I grew up with a lot of adversity at home.
Yeah.
Not counting outside, but definitely at home and in the neighborhood.
How did you describe your father? A dictator, a despot? How did you describe me? You had quite a few words for him.
I've stopped describing him.
Okay.
As part of his request. So I will not go into that. But, you know, I wanted to, you know, everything good comes out of adversity. You know, the blues, myself. But, you know, and so I want my kids to have some kind of trauma. I love my kids. I want them to have, you know, some grit in their life.
How old are they now?
6 and 7.
6 and 7. 13, you think you can't afford therapy for yourself? How about if you have to pay for all of that therapy?
I can afford it. As long as they're home.
Nice. The babysitter's in the take. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Thanks, John.
Man.
Good to see you, man.
Pleasure, man.
Awesome. John Leguizamo, everybody. And if you do get a chance, pick up his book. It's pretty interesting. The Hour will